Hi everyone, I'm Jenny, and the 4th of July is National Meadows Day, so I've come down to my local meadow to take a look around. Meadows like this one behind me are vital habitats for a range of creatures, insects, butterflies, bees, and of course the bats and the birds that feed on them in turn. Not only that, they look pretty stunning too. These beautiful ones you'll be familiar with are oxeye daisies. And just behind them we've got some lovely meadow buttercups. This regal flower is woundwort, and there's a shock in store for anyone who picks or crushes this plant, as it smells absolutely vile. Oh, just look down here. I found a common spotted orchid. A really delicate one here. This purple pea-like flower is a common vetch. I just think they're beautiful. A bit like sweet peas. If you found something that looks a bit like common vetch, except pinker, then that'll be samefoin, also known as holy hay. Samefoin is an absolute bee magnet, and it was also referred to by the poet Wilfred Owen. Thrilling of throstles in the keen blue dawn, bees fumbling and fuming over samefoin fields. Now, you might be able to guess the name of this because of what it looks like. You hear that song thrush in the background as well. So these are bee orchids. That's our second orchid of the day. How cool is that? So they mimic a bee, a female bee apparently, so a male comes over and thinks, I quite like the look of you, and comes over and pollinates it. Looking really close to the ground again, these tiny pink flowers have got an excellent name. They're called Herb Robert, which to me sounds like an 18th century landscape gardener. Well, you know what, after a walk in the meadow I feel thoroughly invigorated. It's just so good for our health being out in places like this, and so important for the planet too that we keep hold of them. Meadows have actually declined since the 1930s by 97% in the UK, which is an awful statistic, and I would hate to see them drop off completely in my lifetime. But there are ways we can help restore them, protect the existing ones, and also create little mini meadows of our own. There are green spaces everywhere you look, from parks to road verges like this one. There's a real movement building for wilder road verges, and many councils are stepping up to this. Long straight stretches like this are perfect for rewilding, and if left to their own devices they'll just go back to a meadow-like habitat. And people love it. It looks much better in my opinion, and I'm sure you'd agree we'd much prefer to see flowers on our roadsides than short clipped deserts where nothing can live. This is the mini meadow that I've created in my own back garden. It's not a big garden, but it's just something I can do to try and help, and it brings me great pleasure. It's lovely to see what pops up, and it's easy for anyone to do, no matter what size of garden you have. For more information and ideas, go to the Nature on Your Doorstep pages on the RSPB website.